I always knew that I had this hustle inside of me. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew that my work ethic was going to carry me to places that my name or maybe even my talent wouldn't. Like, I didn't know that marketing was a talent. I didn't understand that my mind, I could sell my mind. I thought I had to do something. I thought I had to have a product. I didn't know I could sell the knowledge in my mind. So Red Necessity started my sophomore year in college at University of Southern Mississippi. So I was about to start a clothing line, and my roommate was like, no, I don't think you should do that or whatever. And so I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So that's where Red Necessity came from. I seen a makeup artist in my city, and she was like, I need an assistant. So as soon as I became her assistant, I was literally doing everything. Y'all, mind you, this is my sophomore year in college. Like, I was literally doing everything for her. So I was like, this is dope. Like, I want to do this for other people. So after that, that's when I discovered what a brand management company was. And so I was like, okay, well, Red Necessity Brand Management, that is my company. I'm about to provide these services. And at that point, I was about to graduate, and I was like, hey, I want to keep going. I want to keep my brand going. I want this to be a multi-billion-dollar company. So I need to move to Atlanta. And that's what I did. I've never been to Atlanta before. I just knew that, I don't know, something in me was like, you need to be in Atlanta. Like, the money, the bag is in Atlanta. So the next day, I literally went to all the apartments that I could find, literally. And I get to the apartment, I do what needs to be done, and I found an apartment where I could get like 2 months free rent.
The dilemma is, how am I going to warm up my meat for my sandwich with no microwave?
So I get in there, I'm just happy. I'm sleeping on my air mattress. Didn't have a microwave, so I'm cooking ham sandwiches on top of the stove top, warming it up. It's all cool. So I got a reply from Makeup by Oz, and so we started to work together. I started to do her brand management. I started to work with her. We developed a relationship, and it was an amazing experience. But at the time, that one client wasn't paying all my bills. So I started working with Milli of Unicorn Universe.
You made it. Girl, I'm tired as fuck. Don't get on camera. Brittany being a brat right now.
I helped her with shipping. I made sure the Instagram was good. I made sure we did content. I came up with marketing ideas. Like, it was amazing. We would go to LA and shoot content. Like, it was just an amazing experience.
So today was a good pop-up, guys. I'm so happy. It went really well. We sold so much stuff. We really
have nothing left.
Right? So stuff we shouldn't have been selling.
So I went and started working with Jada from there. She wanted to do a book tour. She wanted to do content for her book and kind of change her brand a little bit. And so I helped her do that and develop that. And it was just amazing. Like, even from there, I started working with Jerica Carlay. Like, I just started to get calls from people that I just would never expect that would want to work for me. But I knew at that point that I really, really had something. So my breakthrough literally came immediately after that. Laid by Lyra became the staple of my career, because anybody that see me now, they're like, oh, I remember you did the Laid by Lyra campaign, like, you killed that. I remember the first time seeing Lyra with these products in her hand and opening it and seeing like the box open with her face on it in a cartoon version. I remember her seeing the mirror. I remember her seeing the products. She cried.
Oh my God.
The campaign was just so good. We had beautiful models. We did a casting call. We had billboards all over the city of Atlanta. And it was just an amazing experience. And I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I decided to find me a business coach. We connected. And I just seen me through her. Like, I knew that she knew exactly what I was going through. She knew exactly what I needed. And I was like, sign me up right now. So I signed up, and even at that time, I knew, like, I was looking back at my finances, and once again, I was like, where is all of it? I got money, but where did it go? So I decided to reach out to this financial advisory firm and that is where I met George. It is probably like a little bit before Christmas, and I had only made $3,000 that month, but I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna have to do something. Like, I'm gonna just have to figure it out later. And the next day after Christmas, we had a coaching call with Ashley, and it was all of us on there. It was group coaching. And so I started to tell her what I got going on. I'm listening to what everybody else is saying, and we came up with a plan to do a bundle. And literally in 4 days, y'all, I made $10,000, and it was up from there.
How does it feel? You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times people, you get it in your head, but like, how does it feel to say, I had this goal, I crushed my goal and superseded it? Do you remember what the number was that you told me you wanted to make when we started working together? Because it was not $1 million. I was like, you're going to make $1 million in a year. You was like, what? I was like, yeah.
I don't even know, but I know it was probably maybe like 250 or something like that. I was like, 168 last year. Let's do 250.
It was 250. That's what it was. You're like, 250. I'm like, no, we can make $1 million.
So 2020 hit, and I'm like, it's up. This is my year. I know what's going on. I was able to make that $10,000. I just knew 2020 was going to be the $1 million year. January was amazing. Like, it was an amazing experience. So I made sure I was going live. I made sure I was connected to my audience. I provided training. And in January, I cleared 30K. So it's January, I'm feeling good. I go into February, I launched the app, it's going crazy. We got almost 3,000 downloads, and I'm like, I'm gonna help these 10,000 businesses in no time. But February was so slow. I'm like, how can I go from making $10,000 in 4 days and making $30,000 in a month to barely clearing 14K in a whole month of February? So I go into March, I'm hopeful, I'm excited, and I'm about to hire this team. And we started interviewing. I started working with our HR partner, Khadijah, and we started to interview all of these people, and I found the perfect team. So March is happening, and y'all, March was so slow. Like, we made less than $12,000, and I was terrified at this point. I didn't know what to do. I have these bright young people sitting in front of me, ready to work, ready to learn, ready to take my business to the next level. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay them or not. So as soon as me and my staff started to get this groove and we started working, COVID-19 happened. This pandemic came out of nowhere. Nobody would have even thought that this was going to happen.
While Wall Street is booming, Main Street is suffering. Almost 100,000 small businesses permanently closed since the pandemic.
I created a program called Pivot Under Pressure. And it was for established businesses to teach them how to make money at this time, how to do digital marketing, how to get on the internet. This Pivot Under Pressure class was amazing. And then April, we cleared about 50K. And I was like, oh, it's up and it's stuck. So maybe like 15 days before my birthday, and I'm like, Kyrie, what if we could do a 24-hour market? Like, what if we could market all night long? Just go super hard, everybody. We could just do class after class after class after class. I was like, that sounds crazy, huh? She's like, nah, that don't sound crazy. I'm like, what? So we got the speakers, got everybody, put the tickets on sale, got a graphic designer, all of that in literally about 24 hours. So we were giving out money, we were giving out tickets, we were giving out classes, like all kind of stuff for 14 days until my birthday. From there, we started to create more ideas. Literally the same month, we created the lockdown. The lockdown went crazy. We had almost 300 people in the lockdown. For 7 days, we did classes every day. You were in your different pods. You had your roommates, postcards to say you went to jail. Everybody to this day say, I want to be locked down. How do I get in the lockdown? Is it amazing? And we just kept getting better. My book, Millionaire, was completed in April. And I was like, I have to launch this for my birthday, and I have to launch the planners to go alongside it for my birthday. The planners sold out in 18 minutes. And I was like, whoa. Like, they sold out so fast, and I was just like, okay, because I didn't get a whole bunch of inventory because I was like, I don't know if this is going to do good or not, right? And they sold out in 18 minutes. Everybody was so excited about them. And so from that and these lockdowns and these coachings, May was our first six-figure month. We made $100,000 in May. We turned up. We twerking on our heads, literally. We're running around the house like my team and me. We're going crazy. But something was about to change. So I called and make an order of about 1,500 planners. This is the biggest order I have made to date. It was almost about 20K in inventory. And the inventory is supposed to be on the way. And the day we were supposed to get it, I'm calling, I'm checking the tracking numbers, and they lost it. We're also still in the middle of a pandemic, and my staff members are going through a place of transition in their lives. And they just wanted something different. They wanted to start their own companies, and they wanted to do more from themselves. And in my mind, it could have been the worst moment in history. And I don't have inventory. I don't have staff. And I found out that I have all of these like medical issues. Like my iron was like super low. Like I had no iron, and I was having trouble with walking and, you know, doing things that I normally would do on a daily basis in my business. I could barely walk. I could barely get up. It's probably one of the lowest moments in my life. At this point, I'm stressed the fuck out. I got gray hairs I didn't know about. I'm just stressed, and it's just me, 10 toes down, trying to figure out everything. And at this point, I'm like, hey, I got to get a team. Not just any team. I need a good team to be able to help me carry me into the most pivotal moment of the year. It's almost fourth quarter. What the fuck, right? And I worked with our HR partner, Khadijah, and I was like, hey, we got to find a team. We got to find a good team because I need help. At this point, it's me and Nisi, my graphic designer, and we in there doing everything. And so we found a team, and we're able to start working and planning for Black Friday and getting everything together. And of course, if you've ever hired anybody, you know that it doesn't always work together like as quickly as you want, because I wanted them to come in the door as the best marketers in the world, and I had to train them, I had to teach them, I had to be able to pour into them, and sometimes things don't work out. It don't take you long to be trained, but it just takes me, it don't take me long to tell you or show you how to do it. I knew that I needed to figure out how to just get through Black Friday. This year, I just knew that this was my time. I wanted to create these new planners and create an upgrade to be able to make it better. And I knew that they were going to be beautiful products, and I knew the world was going to accept them so well. And it was just that I had to figure out how to get all of these ideas out, like get them out and get them executed. And so I had to train the people that I had to let's just put our head down and get it done. Let's just figure it out. And I even reached out to one of my old staff members, and I was like, girl, I need you to just come back as a contractor and help us out for this season. And so we did that, and Black Friday was super successful. Like, we were able to hit our goals, but y'all, it didn't come without any hiccups. I literally got a call maybe 14 days before Black Friday and was like, your planners are stuck on the seat. You can either upgrade them to be exported faster for almost $40,000, or You can just wait until December 15th. And so I was devastated because I knew people wanted to have these planners in their hands after Black Friday, but I would have had to go up on the price. And I was like, I just don't want to make, people have to pay more because of this. I'm like, the mob gonna wait. They're gonna wait for their planners, and I'm gonna make sure that it's good, okay? And so at this time, things are going great because the planners are on the way. We're about to move into our new 8,000 square foot warehouse and office space. I just never thought that we would be here. And so the Black Friday's over, and literally the last day of Black Friday, we checked the numbers, and we made $1 million in 2020.
10x in 2020, from $168,000 a year to over $1 million in a single year. It's been a fun ride. I'm super proud of you.
And that wasn't even, it wasn't even my goal. I wanted to say our business made $1 million, but to see it on paper that we were able to make $1 million, we were able to help over 10,000 businesses make money. My heart is just so full. And to even know that, the 2020 was a terrible year for a lot of people. But I was able to, with my business and my purpose, I was able to make this a great year for a lot of people as well. Over 10,000 businesses.
So with the newbie course, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go with my gut feeling and launch. And then the first weekend of me launching, I made $1,000. So I was very, very happy.
I've had a lot of results. My impressions have jumped by 30%. I have gained about 100 and something followers. And she also did a market-a-thon for 24 hours, and I was able to make some networking connections. I made about $600.
We just have so much more to do, but this being a millionaire is an amazing feeling. As 2020 is coming to a wrap, I just want to be a better me. I want to be better for my students. I want to be better for these businesses. I want Marketing by Monrae to be a household name. It may not be a brand, or I may not be the person for everybody because, I'm a little different. And so my plan to wrap up with 2020 was to show the transition in myself, which is why I'm even recording this docuseries, which is why I'm even showing you what I went through, because I want you to see you and me. I want you to know that you can be right here in less than 365 days, because my story was not perfect. It's a wrap.